Hey Scorpio, this is your reading for December 22nd until the 28th. I'm going to go ahead and start us off by shuffling and drawing some of our rider-waite tarot here. And just a heads up, I do read intuitively, so I'll let you know if there's any additional messages that are kind of being brought to the foreground for us to kind of help guide you in the upcoming week here, the 22nd to the 28th. For our Scorpio friends. Okay. Perfect. So, as we start off here, I'm just going to get out my mini rider-waite. I'm going to be kind of shuffling these and preparing them as we go so that we can clarify these cards and get a more in-depth view of the week for you, Scorpio. Okay. So, starting off at the Wheel of Fortune. So, it looks like a really good start to the week for you in the 22nd. Because the Wheel of Fortune talks about our fortunes changing. So if we've been feeling a little low and things have not been going our way, it looks like things are looking upward. So it's kind of doors opening for us. And I will encourage us to step through doors that are clearly open. If a door looks blocked, it probably is. So don't push it, right? But yeah, this looks like a decent positive change for you, Scorpio. Now this moves you into the Three of Pentacles, which talks about this good hard work you're doing. It could involve networking and working with others. Don't forget to have a little fun too while you're at it. And I will say the Three of Pentacles kind of encourages us to kind of show off our work a little bit. As you can see, it's on display here. And then this moves you into the Four of Pentacles, where it's like, yeah, there's this forward progression from the Three of Pentacles into the Four here. So finances are finances are definitely improving here. So it looks like you're doing a little bit better in that regard. Now, the Four of Pentacles also kind of warns that we're not gripping too tightly to what we do have. And I will say that this is very important to not grip so tightly onto what we have, because that it kind of comes from this fear-based energy, and that can make things, what's the word? It can kind of cut off our flow to money. Like if we're not in the energy of the things we want, if we're not feeling wealthy and abundant, we ain't going to be wealthy and abundant. But I'm just going to clarify anyway. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune is for our Scorpio friends. So it's the Two of Pentacles and, okay, interesting. So what I'm seeing here is the Two of Pentacles. It usually talks about juggling things, but I see you as kind of finding your balance here. So with the Wheel of Fortune in the week of the 22nd to the 28th, you might be feeling like you're getting your bearings a little bit more, like you're able to balance things a bit better, because it moves you into the Six of Wands. That talks about a victory, like you've achieved a goal here. So that looks really good. Like it is successful here, especially coming out of the Wheel of Fortune. I really like to see that. Now, moving forward into the Three of Pentacles, we'll see what that is. Oh, clarified by the Three of Cups. Interesting. So the Three of Cups talks about this celebration with friends. I kind of get the vibe of work colleagues. Maybe you're kind of celebrating a successful year. That's what I get for a lot of you here, is like a work party. Maybe it's a Christmas work party. I don't know, holiday Christmas work party thing. But yeah, it's kind of like this celebration with colleagues, friends, even family too. But I'm mostly getting, work celebration, work party kind of thing. And it looks good. Like, it looks like there's a kind of a feast happening and it's an enjoyable time for you. So nice. That looks good. Now we're going to clarify the Four of Pentacles next here. This The finances are looking good, but you're gripping very tightly here. It's confirmed by the Nine of Wands. It's this talk of like standing your ground and being strong here. So we'll take one more for that. Okay, interesting. So you're strong in your way, you're standing your ground here, and I feel like this might actually be good. Maybe you're preventing yourself here from overspending. That might be good, especially around the holidays. It's really freaking hard not to overspend. So it's being confirmed by the King of Wands. This talks about, I want to mention here, you are divinely protected in your endeavors. The King of Wands definitely expresses that. Now, it's also kind of this strength here. I really like that coming up after the Nine of Wands here. It's like, yeah, you're getting a lot more strength, a lot more respect, and a lot more success in your enterprises. So, yeah, your finances and your endeavors are looking very good. So we're going to press forward into our next row here with the Hanged Man and the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords while I shuffle this baby rider-waite for clarification. So first off, we are starting with the Hanged Man. Kind of what I'm getting from the Hanged Man here, because it talks about stopping our actions or slowing down. It might feel like we're stagnating, but we can see he's illuminated. This person is illuminated. Gender doesn't matter, but now it's talking about going inward and seeking the answers. And kind of what I'm getting from that is just this need for rest and recovery, because I feel like you've been pushing pretty hard this year and like there's a lot happening. I feel like it's a kind of a busy season for you, especially with this going from this victory with the Wheel of Fortune, this hard work and celebration, into this further work and finance kind of situation. Like it's a lot of meat suit things happening for the first week, it kind of looks like. So I'm kind of getting here that you're needing to take a rest and take a moment to relax and kind of recuperate here. And this moves you into the Five of Cups, where it talks about kind of a disappointment here. It's like we're focused on things we've lost, and we're not focused on the things that we do have, these Two of Cups that are perfectly good here. If this individual were to turn around and look at these two cups, they would notice that there's a bridge and a castle right behind them for them to course correct and carry on their merry way to better and brighter things. A castle is much better than three cups, if you ask me. But this takes you into this, yeah, it's kind of like you're fixated on these three cups here that have spilt. You've lost something and it seems like you're kind of stuck in your head about it, this kind of reoccurring thought that keeps kind of cutting at you. And I don't like that. I don't like it one bit, Scorpio. So we're going to clarify with our baby rider-waite. One more shuffle for our Scorpio friends. Once again, for the 22nd until the 28th of December. What is our Hanged Man? Yeah, there it is. Like I said, rest and recover. That's what you need. You need to rest and recover here. It's been a busy year, and I think you really need this to turn inward and just relax. And this is going to be a blessing for you. I know it looks rough coming up, but this is a blessing. That is what this stained glass window tells us. There's a blessing happening here in this rest and solitude here. Now moving into the Five of Cups. That is confirmed by the Eight of Pentacles. We'll take one more. Okay, so you're thinking about your work here. And like, what I'm kind of getting is you've been working really hard, and that's kind of what's on your mind. That your hard work you put in is your Three of Cups because you feel like you're not getting what you're worth here. And the Queen of Swords is showing up here to confirm this. That tells me that you're thinking a lot more clearly about this work dynamic because it feels very work related. This could be relationships too, but I mostly feel like this is work. Yeah, I feel like you're thinking a lot more clearly, and you're kind of realizing that you're not getting what you are entitled to. I feel like there's some shenanigans here. Like you're working really hard, and I kind of get this vibe of like you're burning out. You feel kind of burnt out with your work, and it's like you've done so much for your work and it feels like it isn't giving back. Is kind of the vibe because you're thinking clearly now, and this is like, I don't want to take anything less than I'm worth. So we're going to clarify the Nine of Swords next, where it talks about this kind of reoccurring thought here. I feel like this is very much referring to our last situation here about this disappointment in our work endeavors. I'm just going to shuffle my rider-waite again, one more before we pull one for that guy. Okay. Okay, so the Empress and the King of Cups. One more. And the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting is that, yeah, you're thinking a lot more clearly. You're feeling disappointed about your work endeavor here. Like I said, some of you, this could be a relationship. And it's leading you into this reoccurring thought because you are thinking clearly and you know something isn't right. So it's kind of tormenting you is what I'm getting. You are the Empress. This talks about you being secure. Like you are secure in your material matters. And being confirmed with the King of Cups, this talks about being strong emotionally in your foundation here. Being emotionally mature, you're a very giving person here. Yeah, and you need to make a decision. The Seven of Cups shows up to confirm this. I feel like you're not being treated what you're worth here is mostly what I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next row with the Manga Tarot here. But yeah, I feel like this situation is not serving you. I mean, you're coming in as the Empress and you're getting a very basic, compensation for what you put in with the Six of Wands. I feel like there's more that can be given here for you. I feel like people are holding out is the word I'm getting at here. So, Scorpio. Interesting. All right. Ooh, okay. So, moving on to our next row here, you've got this decision in front of you, and it's funny, we had our King of Cups confirming that, and then we have the Queen of Cups showing up. So, if there is a relationship here, a relationship type situation, it does look like divine counterparts. So I feel like this is mostly a highlight of our business and work here. But moving on, this decision, you step into the Queen of Cups, where you are, once again, very emotionally mature. You can trust and follow your intuition here. If you feel like this situation at work is it's not serving you, trust yourself. And you need to move past it. The Queen of Cups takes you into the High Priestess, once again, highlighting your intuition. Very intuitive time for you, Scorpio. Now, the High Priestess kind of mentions not only the intuition that you've got, but it mentions the wisdom that you've obtained. Like, you're very empowered at this time. And I really like to see this, especially with our Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups here. Like, you're a lot stronger than you think, is kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like this needs to be a new beginning for you because this situation isn't working. It's time to go elsewhere. Follow your intuition, go where it takes you. If there's something else you feel called to do, now is the time. Set yourself up for the new year, right? Start it off with a bang. Now, this takes us into the Six of Cups. I really like to see this. The Six of Cups talks about this happy, joyous time. And I mean, it's this giving and receiving of love freely, and it's like gift giving. I mean, it works, especially for this season, right? Like giving gifts, we're spreading joy, we're spending time with the people we love, sometimes with crazy people too, that happens. What is family for? Driving us crazy. But we're going to clarify these with our little rider-waite here. What is our Queen of Cups for Scorpio? Yeah, the Queen of Cups is confirmed by your Ace of Swords here. So this tells me, yeah, you're getting a flash of insight, especially with this decision. I feel like you make the correct decision here because you move into the Queen of Cups and you've got this flash of insight, and we can see it's clearing up all the fog that was experienced with the Seven of Cups. Sorry. Now, so that looks really good. Moving on into the High Priestess, this more intuitive time, and you can trust yourself, your emotions, things are looking a little bit more clear. What is the High Priestess for Scorpio? The Four of Pentacles, one more. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. So we're getting the Four of Pentacles again. This is this manifestation we had talked about in our finances, but it also talks about this feeling the need to grip tightly onto what we have. I feel like this here, you're seeing this side of yourself more intuitively. You're kind of understanding where this is coming from and how you can improve, because it's confirmed by the Two of Swords that talks about seeing things clearly. It also talks about potential new opportunities here with these islands in the background behind her. It's just this calm, balanced, like I feel like you are seeking and gaining balance here with this. So that's really nice to see this reoccurrence from something that caused a little bit of, potentially a little bit of trouble there. But yeah, I think you're seeing it a little more clearly. So moving on to the Six of Cups here, this joyous giving and receiving of love brings you into the Ten of Cups. It's kind of this calm after the storm. It's a happy home life. It's this joyous time with friends, family, and loved ones. So that's really nice to see. Definitely fits. Lots of cards that are really highlighting the holiday season for some of you guys. So that's really nice to see. Now we're moving on into the Quantum Oracle here. We're just going to pull a couple more, once again, for the 22nd until the 28th of December for our Scorpio friends. One more shuffle. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Scorpio. All right. Ooh. Okay. So, pressing on forward here. Upon this Six of Cups turning into the Ten of Cups, this joyous time for you, you're entering into the spirit of healing light. So yeah, I definitely see a lot of healing going on. With it being wintertime, this is more of a time for us to go inward And especially if we get time off, when we do step away from all the chatter and noise of the family connections and things like that, sometimes this causes us to go inward and explore our shadow and the deeper parts of ourselves. Because this healing light leads you into this cycle of decrease. What I'm getting from this, especially with the intuition being highlighted here, and you're going in with healing light, what I'm getting is you're kind of understanding this side of you more. You're understanding what gets in the way of your manifestations. And you're understanding that it's kind of this consciousness of victim mentality of like, oh shit, nothing ever works out. This is just when it rains, it pours, you know? And it's like kind of this, how do I word this? You're kind of becoming more aware of when you spiral, what causes it. You start to kind of focus and zone in on the things that are causing you a lot of pain. And you understand that it's like, yeah, this consciousness is just dark thoughts, and it's a maze with no in or, well, there's an in, but there isn't an out. I think you're starting to become very aware of the labyrinth that is the victim mentality. And I think you're breaking away from that, because that takes you into new supportive connections. I see you once again bringing more joy into your life. You're healing yourself, and you're reaching out for help, for, you know, help from your friends, your family, supportive connections, basically, and new people that might step in at unexpected times is kind of what I'm getting to help, or to offer you words of wisdom that you wouldn't expect from an unlikely source, right? And I will say, they're painting here, creative endeavors. You might want to start doing a art class or something like that. Honestly, I will say art saves lives, especially when you're dealing with these painful thoughts, these dark thoughts. Getting out of the labyrinth can be difficult. And sometimes it really helps to put our feelings on the page with some colorful and beautiful images, Scorpio. All right, one more shuffle. I'm going to pull out some Shaman Oracle to close out the reading for you. One more. Interesting. You are getting the Hunter of Abundance. This is an abundant time for you. You're learning a lot. You're growing a lot. That is abundance. And you are getting the Ancestor of Boundaries. Yes, put up your boundaries. Know your worth. Trust that you are worth the world and more, Scorpio. All right, that just about does it for me, but I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic week in December. Take care now.